Alright. Oh no. Why am I left here? Owlkaline. Okay, there we go. Christy. Hmm? I don't have anything. Wait. That was a doozy of a thing. I think we won't be doing the TTS thing. It is what it is. Thank you for the French salad. Is everything set up? That is the question. Fimshes are set up. People at the Fimshes are eating. YouTube set up. Oh, we're not recording. Let me go. We are now recording. The AC TTS is not set up. Let me do that. Yeah, redoing all the setup stuff. It's something. Hello, Kip. Welcome in. What the? Yo, salad. Good job on not losing your stream streak from that 5-minute stream I had just now. Why is my to-do broken? Fimsh. This is what we want, right? Yeah, fimsh.io. Well, we're not doing fimsh.io. We're doing... Great new nut. We're doing... Smash clone. Multiplayer. A 1v1. On web, :3. In Rust, :3. Yap. Yeah, 45. You're nice. You surprised this survived game, me too. You don't really understand stream streak? Yeah, no one does. That's okay. No one's, only Twitch is supposed to understand stream streak. Only Twitch. You survived when you were sleeping, couldn't catch stream? Well, like, they did modify it when they released it, where if you watch the VOD, like if someone streams and then they stop streaming and then you open up Twitch, it'll be like, yo, watch the VOD to keep your stream streak, and then that works. Yeah. Game capture. You just have to watch like 10 minutes or whatever. Zeditor. Now, does this work? Did it work? Oh, it worked! Oh, nice. It worked. Okay, so we want to open up... oh yeah, this project is called fimsh.io, but this is not fimsh.io. So now if I go cargo watch CX run... Oh, fimsh.io. This is not called fimsh.io, don't get confused, just because I've named all the projects the same. I wish I could, Yo, Angry Maid, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Yeah, nice. It's popping off. I wish I could... Corolla, welcome in. Sorry, I keep forgetting what I was saying, and then something else pops up. I'm like, yo, I can just say that. Nice. You have nothing to hide? What the... Yeah, I need to play more Beyond All Reason. Just FYI. Just a small little FYI. I do need to capture the browser. How do I do that? OBS? What are you? You're nothing. Select window. I need the new tab browser. Is it this? What is that? So if I put this like this, if I'm not mistaken, I can do this. Well, it did work. It did work. So this is the game. So if I open new tab, move tab to new window, that's fine. We paste this here. What should happen is, yeah, this is the game we have currently. So it works in the browser, as you can see. Yep. So we need to fix the animation stuff, and we're gonna do a whole animation system so that we can do like frames where you can still like click punch or whatever. But yeah, there's a whole lot to do here. I need a way to have it just stop. I guess I just have to hide it, right? That's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Beyond all puggies. You prefer to keep your clothes on in public, it's true. It is true. Well, that contextualizes Salad's response now, I see. Thank you for the head pat, Asterton. Web Rust Smash clone sounds fun. You got a title for it already. How many projects do I have going on the same time? It's like 5 or 6. We went over them yesterday. Am I restarting from scratch? No. I technically have more because I have more networking, but I have less functionality. So yes, on one end I am starting from quote unquote scratch, but on the other one, like, we have proper like lobby matchmaking system, and so it's yeah, it's like 6 because we have fimsh, which I want to finish like by next week. We have Brick Breaker, which I need to think of something cool for that, because once we think up something cool for that, like that's an easy dunk, and hopefully finish that this month. Then we have my secret Unreal project, very pog, and then we have like the overlay and chat stuff. That's okay. We have my own Twitch integration library. I gotta update that in Godot. I will get there. We'll get there soon. And then in terms of games, we also have the Christmas game, which I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. And so I think there needs to be a fundamental change of how I go about doing a Christmas game. Not sure. I may have just like gotten sick of Lure or Love 2D, either or. It may be just that. I was looking at some libraries for it though. It was looking alright. I'm like, maybe I should use some libraries. Maybe that's the way to go. Christmas has been cancelled. Yeah, you know it. Yep. It's been cancelled. No Christmas this year. GG. Yeah, I think that's all the projects. I'm really on that grind. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, like I currently am out of work, so I'm like, yo, I wanna like do what I wanna do. And so I'm doing just that. You're not getting anything from me. I don't know what you want, Ghosty. I'm getting meowed at. Getting meowed at. Anyway, so the way this one works is actually quite easy. Cause essentially, how does it work? That's the thing. All right, yeah, we make sure the transform has a rollback here. We will need maybe we'll have a state machine for the players, and we'll have rollback for the state machine. I think that would make the most sense, but I'm not sure how we'll do that yet. But we just need to add it here, and then the rest is kind of like handled for us, because everything else it just does the thing, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool like that. Yeah, because this is our matchmaking thing. And yeah, once we get players, we start up the game, and it's ready to go. But yeah, on input, this is the most complicated one, which is like adding input. At the moment, we don't need movement direction anymore, actually. But I was storing everything in a single U8, which is very efficient of me. Very efficient. Yeah, okay. So we're looking at animations. So I just have a very basic animation here. So I think it's 16 plus 10, and this should be get rid of that blank frame at the end. So if I open this up, and we wait for it to compile. Yo, what the? There's 2 ghosty emotes? Nice. Oh, Judged and Bra are different. You're nice. I didn't give them pets. Like when the stream died, I gave them a bunch of pets. There. I got hair all over me. Oh, it finished compiling. Nice. It took 36 seconds. So if I just open this.
Meow.
Meow meow. Meow meow. I need to like add something before you connect. Yeah, there you go. We have a running animation. Although the last frame stays for too long. Am I wrong? Yeah, it kind of pauses on the last frame. Are we? Yeah, we'll need to look into that. Yeah, let me get rid of this. Oh, I should just have another browser that I can just game capture instead of needing to. I don't have another browser though. God damn. God damn. Thank you for the meow. Okay, so last is why are we, what frame are we stalling on anyway? Oh, maybe the first and last frame is the same frame, so actually... Yo! Maybe this needs to be 9, because if the last and first frame are the same, we can just go to this one. Okay, they want pets. No? You wanted a small pet? You're just gonna sit there. I can't pay you if you want pets. Okay. Yeah? Nope. Nope. Select window. This one. Okay, let's open it up. Can I just
Statin declares meow 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 meow.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Nice. Nice. That worked. That worked very well. Meow meow meow. Meow meow. A cat? Yeah. Hello cat. It is a kitty cat. Okay, the current timer is 0.1. I don't remember if this is what it should have been, but it is 0.1.
Meow.
Thank you for the long meow. Yo, something smells good, my god. I think it's pasta actually. I think it's just raw pasta. Yeah, so currently we only support one animation. We have animation indices and that is a component in itself. But that's it. That is it. Because when we update animate sprite, we get whatever the current animation index is, right? Yeah, here we called it IDX here. Because we go from last to first. And then we cycle it again. Okay. So we need to be able to have multiple animation indices and be able to play different animations. And I guess also define them. So I have a feeling we want to derive an event that is obstruct play animation to start an animation, and the animation will be like run or something. But like, do we just like end string it? Do we just string it, or do we pass something else? Well, we could pass in a animation indices. That would make sense, I think. But then it's like, how do we get the animation indices. Well. What we do is we go pub struct animations, and maybe animations has a hash map of reference by string animation indices like this, and this is derive. Oh, play animation would then be a string, I think. So this is a component deref mut, like so. We don't know what hash map is. We might as well use the bevy hash map. I don't know why it's different to the collections one, but it's okay. Private type animation indices. Alright, this needs to be public then. I have no idea if we should do that or the animation indices. But anyway, let's go quick little function, implement animation indices, and then here we'll just go pub fnu, start usize and usize, and it returns animation indices. Animation indices, start, and we'll need more variables in here, I think. Anyway, we need this function because we're gonna implement animations. And we go pub fnu, and this will just return a blank animations. Animations hash map new, like so. And then here we'll go pub fn add animation. What kind of animation are we gonna add? Well, I think we just pass in start and end, like before, and then we return animations. Oh, end. So this is myself, and a name which is a one string. So here we go, animations dot not animations itself dot insert name, and then here this is animation indices new start end, and then we return self. And then name needs to be like toString or whatever, like so. And then we have a bunch of animations. Yeah, okay. I think this is how it's gonna work. And so when a player is added, will each player have their own animations, or will there be a resource called animations that has the details of each animation? Well, I'm just gonna attach it to each player for now. We'll just attach it to each player for now. So instead of this, we go let must animations is equal to animations new. And we go animations dot add animation. This would be run. Start is at 16, end is, well, do they always have a number of frames? Maybe we make this, not this one. This one, we go number of frames. and then this is start plus the number of frames. And I think this goes for 9 frames. Maybe later we'll change this up. Alright, this returns animation, so actually we'll just do this. And then we don't need to make it mutable anymore. So we have run. There's some other ones we need to add in. Let's add in one more, which would be, I guess, jump. Wait, how many frames is running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 10 frames. Animation. Yeah, okay, it's 10 frames. And then we have jump. We might need a split up jump, because I think that's what we did before, but anyway, jump starts at 0, 16, 32. Animation jump starts at 32, and it goes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 frames. Do we count the first one? Maybe we won't count the first one anyway. We'll just have it like this, and then we don't need this anymore. Texture layout, that's fine. Indices, right. Thank you for head pack, Drake. Tinkle tinkle. Welcome in. Okay, how do we get our first animation? I guess we can just go, well, like if we get animations. Wow. Get reference. Get key value. Let's just start them at 0, I think. You just start them all at 0. Mushroom clone, that's custom size, that's fine. Okay. Animation indices. Yeah, okay. So this is where it gets interesting, because we wanna insert animations, but we also wanna insert animations dot nothing. Well, should we have an animation playing immediately? I mean, maybe not. Well, what we should do actually is implement this play animation right here and now. Should it be a trigger or a message? I think it should be a trigger. Let's make it a trigger for now. We go FN play animation. Because what will happen here is we go commands dot trigger. Well, if this is an entity event, this one entity event, we need to change this up a bit, because then we have the entity and we have the animation to play like so. Trigger play animation, and then the entity is triggered entity, and the animation is animations dot well, I guess it's just play, right? not play, run. And then here, this is a trigger on play animation. We need the animations, which is a query of reference to everything with animations. Does this need to be mutable? No, it does not. Does it need to be? Do we need animation indices? We do not. So here we just go if let OK animations is equal to animations dot get trigger dot entity like so. There we go. Animations dot get trigger dot animation. This is also an if let OK, I believe. Animation indices. Is indices, is it on ES or just ES? Indices, it's just an ES. Okay, that's fine. Does this return a sum? That's an option, yeah. So if it is sum, then what's wrong with this? Does this need to be a reference? Yeah. Then here we go. We need commands. Mut commands. Here we go. Commands dot insert entity, which is trigger entity dot insert animation indices, like so. Oh, we have to clone it. I guess we have to clone it. There's no clone. Is animation indices not a component? It is. Let me just add clone real quick. Yeah, okay, nice. And that should be everything, I believe. I don't think this handles if we're like a lot of frames behind, but I guess we can see if this works now. Well, play animation doesn't exist here, so we go add observer play animation, like so. But we'll also have an idle animation actually. Copy, paste, idle. This starts on frame 0, and it is 0 frames long. Or is it 1 frame long? Number of frames, 1 frame. Well, okay, number of frames, we might need a -1 here. Because if it has a single frame, then it's -1 there, and then that makes this correct. And then instead of run, we go idle, save. Now what we should be able to do is, without testing anything at all, is here. Follow local play camera follow, no. Start matchbox, that's fine. Oh, move players here. So if here, if one of the input directions are being pressed, then we go commands dot entity trigger. Is commands dot trigger playing animation run. Entity. So I'm thinking about this. Do we have a we didn't we haven't implemented play animation. Animation BubFN. I guess play, and then this takes in a entity and the name of the animation. I don't know why I wrote run there. But yeah, I should be able to just do this. And then here, trigger, play animation, play. There, do we have the entity? We might not have the entity here. Anyway, I'll type entity, and then we'll type run. We need commands, not commands. And we need players to we also need to get the entity from the players entity, like so. Mismatched types, expected string. Okay, this can be and string, I guess. Animation dot to owned. But what if it's already playing this? Thank you. Myriad, hello, welcome in. If it's already playing the animation, then we don't want to overwrite this, because we'll be overwriting this like every single frame. Maybe this should be like a cue of some kind, because like you might be pressing left, and so maybe this is where the state machine comes in. Anyway, let's test it. Let's test it. It's already built because of Cargo Watch is pretty cool actually. So it's just building all the time in the background. So let's try it out. Move tab to new window. It is white. I need to change the first frame so it says like loading or something and not blinding. But now, yeah. So now if I why did it go invisible? It goes invisible for a while. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. So there's two things. One is on input. I think it's input, or is it main? Yeah, on main, when you are pressing nothing here, we will trigger the idle animation. And the other thing is here, animate sprite. Currently, we don't check if you're underneath the current index, first index. So we go here, we go and this index. Oh yeah, if index is equal to last, or at this dot index is less than idx dot first, then we switch it to the first frame. Yeah, okay, that should fix it, and we should have something nice to look at. So just waiting for it to compile real quick. Meow meow. Hello, Rust winning. Thank you for watching. Yo, what the stream's peaked to 5. That's crazy. Yeah, we should do farm stuff. The YouTube stream peaked to 5. That's pretty good. Okay, there we go. So if I go click, move tab to new window, and then let me open it up. This one. Oh man, I was gonna try to avoid that, but it's whatever. Okay, so okay, it's just playing through all the animations. Okay, something didn't work. Okay, let's try again then. Let's try again. I wonder actually, what if I just put it on this side and then I don't have to hide and show it all of the time? So did I set the indices wrong? No. Well, this goes from idle goes from these two. 0 and 1, which is 0 to 0. And if it is equal to, if index is equal to last, we make it first. That's fine. Okay, let me see. Do we have just a still frame? Yeah, we do. And then when I move, it does play, but then it goes through all of the frames. All of the frames. If this doesn't do it, then play animation indices, run 16 to 10, 32, 15, 0, 1. 10 frames is right for running, right? Yeah. Well, it's more than 10 frames. Oh no, running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 11 frames, but that's not what we're experiencing. Let's go print line at less.index. Let's go like this. Let's print out the frames. Nice. New window. Oh, I did not mean to do that. My God. Okay, so over here, if I try again, do this. Right, because idle doesn't have an animation. Oh, I know what's happening. I worked it out. So if index is greater than or equal to the last, then we make it the first. Because when wow. If okay, my little thing here, the -1. We don't need the -1 because we do the equals. Okay, let's try this. We do. We do play Animation Idle here. Does it actually play though? Here we'll just go print playing animation trigger the animation save. Oh, I know what I can do actually. This one, and then we can just bookmark this on the toolbar. Save. Did it work? Did it work? Oh, my browser died. Why? Why are we back to authorizing Twitch? What? How did? What? What the? Okay. Let me. Okay, these two are fine. This like. Okay. Let me recapture the window. Is this the right one or the wrong one? This is... Oh, it will be the right one. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Now, let's launch the games. Okay. And then running plays through all of them. Okay. Alright then. Maybe then. Why do we have a blank frame? I guess because we +1 here and then we don't check it anymore? Yeah, okay. Let's go if it's greater than or equal to last frame. And adding animation, we do -1. Because then I think that solves our little issue. I believe anyway. Fimsh. Oops, it's not running yet. Okay, yeah, we have the idle animation, which is nothing. But now, okay, we need to fix the running animation. Oh, yeah, okay. The running animation is simple. So we do disappear because it starts incrementing frames, but we're underneath the running animation. Okay. So I think here we go, or if atlas.index is less than idx.first, then we make it equal first. Expected use size found that. Oh right, we need to not have an if. Let's see if this works. It didn't work last time and I'm not sure why. We should start doing farm stuff. I've done no farm stuff since we started. Okay, 9 seconds to compile, not bad. Not bad. Okay. Oh, it works! Okay, nice, look at that. Oh, nice. Puggies. Okay, let's make them face the right direction, because even the other player, the multiplayer player, like both of them work regardless of which client you click them on. Nice. Okay, now let's go the what are we doing? Oh wait, flipping the sprite when we're moving in a certain direction. See. The question is, hello. Do we do that in the moving move players script or not? I guess so. Like, yeah, I guess so. Camera follow, blah blah blah. Move players, top matchbox. Move players. Oh yeah, here we'll get a mutable reference of sprite, I believe. A mutable reference of sprite. And here we'll go mut sprite. And essentially, if we are moving, we need to check if the delta, this one, if move delta.x is less than 0, then otherwise, so here we go, sprite dot flip x is true, and then here sprite dot flip x is false. And this should have us facing the right direction when we're running around. I don't know why I closed that, that's silly of me. Now we have to wait for a full compile. But Pia, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for joining the farm. We got new farm, new environment. There's rivers and stuff. Let me place some stuff because we've done nothing so far. 3x3. Oh, 3x3 doesn't fit in there, but 2x2 does. Ooh. So let's build some. Let's build some farm things. Yeah, look at that. So I want to fill this whole patch up with farms. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we have these one by one ones like this. Wait, let's plant some plants now. We have 3 crops and 4 rows, so 1 row plus 1 for each crop. And then that's it. Nice. And then everything else should be handled. And we'll come back to this later. We'll see how this turns out. Maybe it'll be good. Oh, I think finished. Okay, so let's open up the game. Wait, I don't remember what we did, but oh, we made them. Yeah. Yeah, we made them face the direction you're moving. Yeah, let's go. That's very pog. We should add some kind of physics, I think. Would we have to sync that though? We might have to sync the like velocities or something. Well, I'm not sure. So, can we get around this? Where you just tap it? Well, I guess that makes sense. I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, because we want to add jump and all sorts of things. Okay, nice. Yo, that's sick. Yo, Aston did an amazing job on these sprites. Yeah, I do need to work out how we will do physics. in collisions, because like I guess it's just in, well, this is move players. I guess we have another thing here called like handle physics. Because we're gonna need the map. We need the map as well. If you prefer this, but you think you could have written it as, oh yeah, it's true. It is true. That's better. Thank you. Paste. Hell yeah. What? TY. Okay. Let me think. So, with this done, right, we need a platform that the players collide with, which for now will just be a X position, like a Y position actually, a Y limit. So I think we have to implement gravity. Wait, does gravity happen first or movement? Well, if we let movement happen first, second, then gravity, movement, then collision. Apply gravity, apply collision. Camera color. Here. FN. Well, does this happen here or does this happen outside of schedule? I think it happens in here. FN apply gravity. Muck players. Weary and much transform. With player. Wait, do we even use player here? This one. Oh yeah, we do the player handle, that's fine. Here we go for player. For player in players. Well, it'll be for transform actually, for transform. For now we'll just have a constant down direction, so transform. Well, I guess we need a velocity now. Let's just add one real quick here. Go derive component hub struct velocity. And this will have a vector deref mart. And then when we spawn players, we just go velocity vector 2 0 for both of them. And then yeah, so then applying gravity or adding gravity, this would be would take in the velocity and essentially go velocity dot y minus equal, let's go 9.8, just fuck it, just 9.8. We need to make this mutable. Apparently this does not need to be mutable, that's fine. So then here the move delta. What is the limit? Oh yeah, this. Well, this is a collision. Um, velocity. Oops. We need to take in velocity here. Velocity. Like we might move transform into its own function. Velocity. This is and max, I believe. This is gonna lead to some weirdness, I think. So move deltas there and go velocity. Well, all of this should happen on the velocity itself. So velocity dot x is equal to move delta. Oops. Move delta dot x. We don't actually handle the y position. At the moment, we have a bunch of inputs for all the directions. Well, all the inputs, but we only care about the left and right currently. So we'll just move over we'll just take in the x delta currently, because up and down does add y deltas, and with that we can go velocity is here. The move is based off the velocity as well. What's wrong with this? Oh right, this is just like I'll just do dot xy. Yeah. And I think that's it. Oh wait, there's also plane collision. We'll get rid of the plane collision for now, because this limit will do. Map size. Ooh. Floor y is equal to let's go negative 100. Just like new position dot y is new position dot y dot clamp between negative limits and floor y. Dot y. Stop moving down on the floor, I guess. We would also, when this happens, we'd also need to know if this does happen. Because otherwise the y velocity is going to keep on growing and growing bigger, which is not what we want if you're already on the floor. So I guess what we do is we just go if new position y is less than or equal to floor y here, because we need to know it anyway. And so here we go, new position dot y is equal to floor y, and velocity dot y is equal to 0. Let's see if that works, I guess. Yeah. Fimshire. New map? Yeah, new map, exactly. Fimshire and Fimshire. Oh. Okay. We did something wrong here. If y is less than or equal to floor y. It's y down, right? Well, hang on. If we don't use floor y and we go, actually no, we would have to. What is map size? 41. Oh. (41/2). That's like 20. Oh wait, then let's go -10 then. Let's try again. Hello, Sleepy Teal. Yeah, it is a new map. Oh, these turn into flower pots. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, we did unlock a new vegetable already. I think we just fill this whole left side out with farms. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Wait, do we have... Yeah, okay, we don't have anything else. What about buy put fuel into spare parts? Oh yeah, it converts it to money, you're right. Sure, we'll do that once. We'll forget about houses for now. Let's fill out the rest of this space. Oh yeah, there's no space for a 4x4, but there is space for a 3x3. There's space for another one. Oh, and another. And then I think out of money. Ah! There's no space for another one, but we can do a 2x2. We can. And then 1x1 can go here. And then I think we're out of money. Let's plant some vegetables. Is your banner an idle game? My banner? The thing on the bottom is not my idle game though. It's Rusty's retirement. I believe that's what it's called. I should make one like this though. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Vegetables. Let's set up some... Oh, we can't set up any signs. Okay. Let's plant some vegetables then. Yeah, let's go like a row of leeks. And then a row of cabbage. Wait, maybe I should try to get the big vegetables here while we're manually planting it. Ooh. Ooh, try to get the big version. Okay, we'll wait until this grows and then we'll try to get fat versions of all our vegetables because we'll get some more money while we farm what I've already planted. Oh right, the fimsh game is ready now. Oh yeah, we did not fall. I don't think. I think we got teleported. Let's just print the Y value. Print ln. Well, let's go debug. Debug new position. Save. You just looked up Rusty's retirement. Yeah, it's really cute. I like it a lot. Oh, the server's not quite up now. Okay, now it is. We don't get debug. Oh, it would be in here, right? No. Do we get print lines? Yeah, there's a few other desktop games I want to play, but a lot of them are questionable on Linux, so it's kind of sad because like currently this only works like this because I'm cutting off the top ever so slightly, so you don't see any black because the house is meant to have like a tippy top that goes outside the window, but because I guess wine does not like transparency, and most of these are for the desktop. It's just like a big, long black bar on both sides, and then the tippy top of the house. So I forced the window to be just as high as the play area, and like it works. It works good. But some of the other games, they're just like a floating island or something, and so they make like your whole screen black, and you move the island around and stuff, which is cool. But I need it to not do that, so. Don't know. I need to play around with it because there's some funny ones. There's some funny ones too, as well as some cool ones that look really cool. That's not just a farming game. And I'm like, yo, that actually looks fun. Oh yeah, look at our cabbages growing. Nice. Fimsh, fimsh, fimsh. We're not. We don't have any print lines. Okay, good to know. We should just go info. This will show up. I don't know why I keep trying to cancel this. We should not cancel that. What is the time? I started late today. Wow. I think it was actually earlier than yesterday. So if I go F12 here, and we go console, fimsh, fimsh. -20, -19.8. Oh, the movement only happens during when we're like the right. Okay. Okay, so this is not. Well, actually, this makes sense. I was like, oh, the gravity only applies when we move, but that's because we ignore everything if we don't have a movement direction. But also, where do we spawn ourselves? This is probably a better question. We start at 2y of 0. This doesn't make sense though. Anyway, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Save. Let's go handle input, apply gravity, handle input, move players. Because then here we can go, I can handle inputs, and this is where we. Let's just copy all of this for now. We won't need all these parameters. But yeah, basically we need the derive. Paste this here. Let me close this up. Too many? Too many. New position doesn't matter. Limit doesn't matter. Old position doesn't matter. Sprite flipping. We won't do that here. Velocity changes. We will do velocity changes. Playing animations. I guess that's based on input, so we'll keep that here, and then we don't need transform or sprites. Wait, do we need sprite? You forgot to join the farm? You did. Thank you for joining the farm. Handle input. We still need all of these, really? Okay. And then moving players, instead of doing this. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's not instead of doing this. We don't need input anymore. I think we can just go with player now, with player. And so we don't need player here. Save. This should, yeah, velocity, nice. Transform, we need just normal referenced velocity. Yeah, so here we just go velocity. Wait, do we need reference velocity? Maybe we keep it mutable velocity. Velocity. And here we go velocity dot x is equal to 0. It's a float though. We just want to trigger the idle thing. Else run. Well, we should do like ellipson is like if the absolute value of that is less than f32 ellipson, then we know we're idle. That's fine. We don't care about move speed. We've already done this here, right? Yeah, move speed, move delta. That's fine. Do we do delta seconds there or no? I have a feeling it's a no. We don't multiply by delta seconds. Does our gravity? Yeah, our gravity doesn't multiply by delta seconds either. So that would be handled here. So we don't do that. If velocity, here, that would be. If velocity is less than f32 negative ellipson, we get the old position, that's fine. The limit is fine. The new position, old position plus velocity by delta, time dot delta. What's wrong with this? Delta seconds. And that gives us a new position, and then if the new, so if we start at 0, okay, hang on. I think gravity is too strong. Because I think our whole arena is only like size 10. So if we go gravity is 0.98. Here we go if new position dot y is less than or equal to negative 15, let's say, then new position dot y is equal to negative 15 and maybe we should add a state machine here. I think maybe a state machine is gonna be nice. Get them states going. Because here, this would be velocity dot y is equal to 0. We want to reset the downwards velocity so we don't get bigger and bigger down velocity over time. Okay, I think this works. I guess we'll check. I guess we'll check and see. It's like checking you're working during math class. Fimsh IO, Fimsh IO. Yeah, oh man, it did work. Okay, we no longer, okay, quick. I know what needs to happen. You run forever, basically. Because I'm not pressing any keys. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let me do this. Okay, So what happened was handle input. If there is no move direction, we need to go velocity. The x is equal to 0. You're not supposed to move in XY if you don't have any velocity. Or if you're not moving. Sorry, just the X. How's our farm doing? Okay, we're starting to harvest the rest of these nights, okay. Oh, do I have money? I want to make more plots of land, yeah. Because I want to make plots of land here, little plots. No money? Oh no. There we go. We got lots of farmland ready for planting some plants when we get some more money. Oh, Sarah, hello. Sorry, I did not mean to ignore you. I'm just locked in right now. fimsh.io. It is not a fimsh.io. It's a scam. Yeah. Oh, it works. Oh, nice. Okay, we should add jumping. And then probably a state machine. A state machine is probably going to be very helpful. And then we can sync it? Question mark? Maybe we should sync state machine. Not sure. I mean, probably. Probably. Okay, jumping. Because there's a whole other animation around jumping. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that now. So essentially, input. We'll use the up keys. So at the moment, input y up is y plus equal 10, 1. So, input is up. Direction by move speed. Yeah, okay. And then we go here, we go, let's move delta.y is equal to, well, this should be direct x. This is the x direction. And then velocity x, move delta is this. Then here we go, this is gonna be like the jump delta, I guess. We go direction.y multiplied by let mut jump force. Let's make it equal. So if running is 7, let's try times 10 times 2, 140. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. This is gonna be too much. Anyway, we'll go jump force. Although only if it's positive. Only if it's positive. Oh. What if we do something sneaky and you can make yourself fall faster, but is like 1% of the jump force. That's left. I did not mean to change left. Down. Pressing down will make you move down by 1% of the jump force. So you can go down faster, but yeah, okay. Pressing up adds the jump delta. Here, and then we go velocity.y is equal to jump delta. No, only if jump delta is greater than F32 ellipson, then we make it equal jump force. Otherwise, you're presumably you're pressing down, so we have velocity y plus equal minus equal jump delta question mark. I think maybe I should make it plus and make the down one negative, unless it's already negative. Oh, it's already negative. You're nice. So we just plus equal jump delta, and I think that's it. I think that is it. I think we're good. I think we're good. So let's this move players does not need input anymore. Very nice. I think we're good to try out jumping. Like maybe it just works now. We'll need to add an animation for jumping, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh yeah, that's way too much force. Okay, let's fix that. let's say it's 40. Let's see how 40 goes. I dare say this feels better than fimsh, which is probably good. Wait, so if we jump, holy, that's a big jump. Yeah, okay. We need like half that again. Let's go 20. Reopen, close tab. Yeah, it is better for me to wait for to reopen the page, I think, because just sitting on this white screen is unfun. Okay, now if I... Oh yeah, look at that! Oh, nice. It's probably a bit high. It's probably a bit high. Wait, what if I make it 10? And if I just leave it on this screen, does it just auto do everything for me? We can play around with this while we wait. And it should auto refresh if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah! Nice. Oh, at the moment, the longer you hold it, the higher you get. Oh yeah, you can like do a ground slam. Like if I just tap it, we have this. But if I tap it and then press down, like you do go down faster. Because like if I head up to here, we do have a bunch of jump, but then if I hold down, like we go down a bunch faster. Yeah, that's cool. I like this. I like this. Okay. Yeah, it works with the other player too. Nice. Yeah, that's sick. Sick, bruv. Sick. Let's add in the jump function and also not... Well, yeah, we need to be like... Wait, let's only be able to jump if our current velocity is 0 and velocity.y is equal to 0. And what was the other thing I wanted? Well, right, so we can only jump if we're not already jumping. Well, that's the idea at least. Oh no. What happened? Why are we back at big jumps? Wait, if I remove this, does our jumps go back to normal? Did I forget something? Oh, the else, we're adding jump delta a lot. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's just go if velocity.y is equal to 0. Then we do this. And we do nothing if we don't. We should probably do a proper like... Is there a function for testing if a float is like within 0? I'm pretty sure there is. I guess I don't know what it is. We'll just check if it's 0. Okay. Who cares about float rounding anyway? Oh, the jump animation. Here, we want to start the jump animation, so we go commands dot trigger play animation new jump for the entity. Oh wait, the entity is entity jump. Save. Not new. Play. But we don't have a play animation, so we head over to animations. We need to add a jump. Oh no, we added a jump. Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Wait. Jumping does nothing. So, because I've lost these never zero, probably. Oh, why do we... Oh, we default to turning right. Oh, I need to fix that. So that's just because... Oh, we have this. Okay, this is the case for having an if statement. I see. If it's negative, then we flip it. Else if velocity. Well, actually, what we can do is we can go if velocity dot x dot absolute value is greater than f32 lips on. Wait, yeah. Then we can do this, right? And then we just need to check if it's negative. Is negative? Is sign negative? Because we already know it's greater than the epsilon, and so we just need to know if we're going in the negative direction, we flip it, and that way when we're not moving, it doesn't flip it back. That's the idea, at least, I suppose. Well, this is the oh yeah, here we are. Here's the new version. Yeah, okay, we stay facing the correct way. That's excellent. We don't have jumping. Okay, we still have no jumping. Okay. How did we break jumping? Wait. If right, we can just go absolute value of that is less than f32 epsilon, then we can jump, right? Well, maybe we've added gravity by now, so it doesn't. Well, we need the floor on the floor thing, so maybe we need our state machine already. Maybe this is why I was like, yo, state machine question mark. Yeah, okay. Let's add our state machine. So I think that's gonna simplify a lot of things. So we go new file, state machine .rs. Do we make it a plugin? Do I dare? Are these other ones plugins? They're not even plugins. I mean, I don't need to make it a plugin. It's just like having this all handled in the same place is nice. You thank you for redeeming many fimshes to eat the food. Welcome in, Danny. Applying gravity. Yeah, I think I will make it a state machine. Well, it's kind of connected to the animations. Well, it will handle the animations. That's okay. Obstruct state machine plugin. We don't derive plugin, we implement plugin for state machine plugin. Here we go, use bevy prelude star, and then we go to main mod state machine save. Here we need to add state machine plugin, save again. You just woke up? Well, welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. Implement missing members. Nice. Okay, so is it gonna be a component? It might be derived component. I mean, it makes sense, right? Obstruct player states. Not states. Player enum. So we have. Do we have idle? We might have idle. Running, possibly. Idle, running, jumping, falling. We'll have attacking later. Because essentially what we want here is we have an event, derive event, obstruct next state, set state actually, set states, and then this takes in player states, public. And here we go, fn next state, and this is a trigger of on set states. There's an add observer sets next state. Yeah, let's just call it set next state. Set next state here. We will need the current state, so we'll go current states is a query of, well, we need to update it anyway. Player state like this, and we go if let's okay of current state is equal to current state, or not current directory, no. Current state, yeah. And the simple thing to do is we'll just go current state equals trigger dot player state like this. Then this needs to be mutable. This is a and mut, and this is a mut. Is this a sum or a okay? This might be a sum. Mismatch types. Oh, wait. Get mut trigger the entity. Wait, this needs to be an entity trigger. Entity event, which means we have entity, and then new states is player state, like so. This is an okay now instead of a sum. Yeah, and then this is new state. Current state equals new state. Does not implement clone. Sure. We implement clone on that. Can I move out of reference set state? Really? Can I just not dereference it? No. I mean, I can implement copy. Fuck it. Copy. But that's not exactly what we want to do. Not really. Because we want to match the current states. And if the current state is player idle, player states. Well, actually, we can just have it fill out the arms. Wait, we need a combination of previous state and new state, I think. So what we do is we go current states regard.new states, and then let me get it to fill out the arms again. Fill match arms. Yeah, look at that. What's wrong with this? I just need to dereference it, I think. Yeah. So idle to idle, we don't care. Running to running, we don't care. Jumping to jumping, we don't care. And falling to falling, we do not care. So this is going from the same state to more of the same do nothing. Actually, do we need this? Do we need this? Or do we just need a new state? We might need this later. I think maybe we just need the new state. So let's just handle the new state. Maybe that makes the most sense. Trigger new state. Fill in arms. Wait. So if you're on idle, oh, we do need to make sure they're not the same state. Because we go if current state is equal to trigger.new state, then we do nothing, but we need to make sure it's not equal. Well, equal, and then we'll just return. And then we match the new state. And here we'll update the current state. You need to add, I think, partial equal and then also equal. This needs to be a reference. Well, actually we won't need a reference here if we go to trigger.new state is equal to current state, because that should already be a reference if I'm not mistaken. No, okay. But that's fine. Okay, triggering new state. If we are idle, we need commands now. Not commands. This just like handles, like makes things a lot less messy. Because essentially, instead of just randomly like handling these, just like on just like whenever in the physics thing, it'll happen like inherently. Well, it won't, but you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there, right? We'll get there. Actually, I will need entity because we want to trigger stuff. State machine. Okay. So if we're idle, we go commands.trigger, play animation, play. Entity is trigger, but entity animation will be the idle animation, right? I think that's it. I think that's what we do for all of these for now. Not very complicated. Well, the jumping and falling, well, that comes into it now, really. Because the difference between a jump and a fall is a little bit different. Okay, so we play run, we play jump, and we play fall. Okay, now you're like, yo, we don't have a fall. We don't have a fall animation. You're right. I never made one. That's fine. Input. Yeah, when we spawn the player, actually, where is the player? It's going without me. Player states? Oh, that's what we just made. Where's the player though? Where have we defined player? Oh, it's under component. Yeah, so here. Okay, but do I put it in component? I think I do. I think I do. We have player state. Components. I've never done it this way, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, import it from components. That's fine. The velocity goes in there too. Yeah. Components. Paste. Because yeah, basically player, we will go require player state and velocity. Now neither of them implement default, so we'll just go default here. This is the defaults, and vec2's default is 0, I think, so that's fine. Yeah, so when we add the player, it adds a velocity and yeah. Okay, this is now becoming a problem because we were only accessing it internally. Well, actually, yeah, we don't need to add velocity anymore. It's already there. It's already good to go. State machine. Oh yeah, more mini fimsh. Let's go. Oh right, we don't have fall. We don't have fall yet. So, animations. Fall. Wait, here, jump and fall. Yeah, we might need to extend our animation thing because fall is something you stay on until the sprite is done. Okay, so I think falling starts at. Oh, we also need to land. Ooh. I think land is when it comes up. Fall and lands. Okay. So we don't start at 32. Well, jump starts at 32, right? And then it stops at this one, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it stops at. Is it 7 or 8? It might be 7. So jump stops at 7. And then here, this is 7, 8, 9, 39. So falling is.
Danny boy says 6, 7.
Yo, 6, 7, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? Is it these 5? 5 frames? Which is now. This becomes 44. And it goes for 4 frames? Yeah, 3 frames. Animation. 3 frames? Because is that 15? Is that 15? Does it add up to 15? It does add up to 15. Yeah, we might have done it correctly. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, so we don't need window in this. Okay. Okay, so we need to change the state. Set state. Okay, yeah. Main. Move player. Okay, so if this is true, then we just landed. So I think it's commands.trigger set states, and then we'll go player states. Does it go straight to idle? Or do we go What do we have a land state? I think we go to an idle state. We need to pass in an entity, so this would be is it just entity? Do we have, yeah, it is just entity. So state machine, here we'll go implement set states fn new entity new states player states returns set states set states like this. I can't spell entity. Just like so. We come over here. We need to import set state. Okay, here. Well, yeah, okay. So let me think. Well, for now, we are falling here. Do we have a fall state? Yeah, we do. If we're not landed on this, it's very simple because we are in the fallen state. And this one means we are moving, so this is the running state. And then do we need this? If x is greater than epsilon, which means we are moving somewhere, that's fine. Why did we have this? I don't know why we have this. Oh well, we might need to add an else here, possibly. Let's add an else here. I think this will work fine. Because here we know we're not running, so we'll say set idle. Now none of this makes sense right now, but it will. Trust. Okay, so we have running or idle. You're falling or you're idle. Well, this would be landed, but I don't think we have a landed state. I think only animation has a landed state. Maybe it's grounded, but then how do you do running? Anyway, we'll leave idle like this. We need jump, okay? That's important. We need to jump. So that means here we go if let's do it up here. If velocity.y is greater than f32 epsilon, that means we are jumping. Paste. This is jumping. Is this just a else if velocity y is less than f32 epsilon, then we are falling? Falling? Wait. Because the idea is we should be able to willy-nilly set all of these, and it doesn't matter if there's like an order thing, we don't need to check for if we're already running or idling or falling or already jumping or whatever. But what we can do now is here in here we'll get and player states here. Oh, maybe I set jumping inside handle input, because then we remove. Wait, can we just set this? Wait. Maybe we just do all of this in player input where possible. Oh, maybe yeah, because then we don't need to do this. Well, we need the velocity one actually, because that's irrelevant to to what we've pressed. Anything that's unrelated to what we've pressed, we don't need to press. So this one is unrelated to what we've pressed, and so is this. No, we already have falling. We don't need this. But in here, if we go, do we need the current player state? We do. Just a reference of it though. Just the reference of it. So here we go. Player states. Because essentially, instead of this, well, we still need jump delta. We can go if player states is it not equal to jumping? Okay, hang on. What we will have is in the state machine, let's implement a function. Components. Yeah, player state. Implement player state. Fn is grounded. This takes in a reference of self and returns a boolean. And then we go if self is equal to player. Wait, if we're jumping. No, yeah, it is if player state is idle or self dot player state is running, because both of these you only have these during your ground state. And so here, if player is grounded, then we allow them to jump. Adding Y force down would be if you're falling. I mean, I think this is fine, maybe. Well, I'll come back to that one. This direction thing. Oh, right, yeah. So here we just go. Can I make this return a topple? Yeah, so we go here, we go if move delta dot x dot absolute value is greater than well, we've already multiplied it by move speed here, so we don't actually need to epsilon it. Move delta is the horizontal thing. Then here we go commands dot trigger set state new entity player state running, or like we'll try to at least, because we know we're definitely running. That is for here, we'll set it to jumping, so we'll copy this, paste it here. This will be to player state jumping, and I think that's it. Running, jumping, falling, idle. Oh, this one should also be idle. Because if you're not pressing any directions, it should try to make you the idle states. Okay, so this is where we can finally get to the state machine thing. Okay, here. New state, obviously, this. Okay, this is where we need this one actually. Current state versus new state. So if current state is idle, the new one is running. It will be running. That's fine. If the current one is idle, the new one is jumping. It'll be jumping. That's fine. And let me just comment the ones that are fine as is, because they can just go off of this. We'll probably do this within this catch-all here. Well, we need to make sure they're not the same. But anyway, so if you're idle and then you're falling, you'll become falling in. That's fine. If you're running and you go idle, that's fine. Running to jumping, you still go jumping, that's fine. Running to falling, you go falling, that's fine. Okay. So most of these don't actually matter. But if you're jumping to idle, this doesn't happen. So we do nothing here. We do nothing. Do nothing. We are still falling. Still jumping. I believe. I could be wrong on that. We'll think about this. We'll think about this some more. Jumping to running. Still do nothing. Still jumping. Alright, jumping to falling. I think this is the only valid state. So jumping to falling is valid. So we do this. Right? Jumping to falling. Yeah, because you don't want to jump to idle. You want to go to falling, and then falling can go to either idle, running, or jumping, but falling can only go to landing. Oh, that's what this doesn't. Idle cannot go to landing. So here, player states idle cannot go to. We don't have landing. We don't have landing. I mean, falling to idle, this would be the equivalent of landing. I don't know if we need landing. Is land a animation? It is. Falling to running. That does nothing. Falling to jumping, that does nothing. So this does nothing. This also does nothing. And I think all of the cases that are in here, if they're not the same. So we go here, A, B. If A is equal to B, then do nothing. Mismatch types? Oh, this needs to be referenced. So they're the same, if they are the same states, do nothing. And then this one, is anything, and then new states. Here, this is where we just do this, where you cut this out, paste this here, then you match by new state. Okay, it's a little bit complicated, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out about now. Once it compiles. I think we have everything hooked up, right? Okay, it's gonna refresh now. Okay. We have no animations. Amazing. Thank you for the mini fimsh. Yo, that is a lot of food. You're right. You're right. Thank you for feeding the fimsh as well. Yo, Rainbow, let's go. Rainbow. 6, 7. A black and white fimsh. Nice. Yeah, there was a shiny Game Boy fimsh that's also black and white in the background. Oh man, that's pretty rare actually. Shiny, grayscale, and Game Boy. Yo, that might be the rarest fimsh I saw. It was only on stream for like 0.1 seconds. I mean, there's a non-shiny Game Boy grayscale fimsh. Did you hear 6, 7 again? You may have. Mayhaps? Mayhaps. Okay, what happened? What happened? Why do we have no animations? So if we go to state machine, does this get called, I guess? Oh, we already cover the case where they're equal, so I don't need to do this anymore. I'll just comment this out and we go already handled the case where they are the same states. Okay, there's a lot not working right now because I can just hold W. It means our states aren't changing. Let's see this refresh just to make sure. Ah, ooh. Okay, yeah. It's kind of working. Okay, our running is not working though. Okay, why is running not working? Because running would be from idle to... Yeah, so we already handle idle. That should play run. Does that mean... Because we don't change it at all in here, except for if it's falling. Oh, this one sets it to idle. Maybe I do need a landed state. You think I might need a landed state? Because if you're just on the ground... No, actually that should make sense, because if you're already on the ground... Yeah. Yeah, we need that. Because if you're already on the ground, then... You should be able to go from running to idle to running and yeah. But why? Do I have the thing wrong? No, it's run. Let's go print ln. Oh wait. Info. Running. Save. F12. Oh, we did run there. We're only running when we're jumping. We're only running when we're jumping. Oh yeah, we are getting running. Let's go info idle. Idle, jumping, falling. Save. Let's wait for it to reset. falling, idle, falling, idle, falling. Oh, okay. Idle, falling, idle, falling. So we're not running because we're falling? Interesting. What does this mean? What does this mean? This means I haven't thought it through enough. So when we're on the ground, we switch between falling and idle. When do we set falling? Here. Oh, wait, we don't set falling here. We only set, maybe we only set falling if transformed translation, the y, is greater than new position, the y. So this is, did we move further down? And if so, we paste this here. Do we need epsilon? No, I think that's fine. Hello, hi daughter, welcome in. Thank you for the duck. Hopefully the duck doesn't terrorize the fimshies. Hopefully. Okay. So now we only set falling state if we actually fall. Okay, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. We should also not be running when we're in air, but you know, it is what it is. Fimsy, thank you for feeding the fimsh. Wait, we're still doing... Okay, running is turning into... Wait, running is switching between running and idle. Why is this? Okay. Running is switching between running and idle. This is the only place we set idle, right? Oh, it's here as well. Oh. Wait, that just means in our state machine here, if the new one is running, we just go, well, we just add another empty case. The empty case of if the player is running, we can't go into idle question mark. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, because we do need it to go to idle. Because now we'll just be running forever. I mean, we watch it run forever, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, it doesn't. Huh? Did I not save it? Running to idle, do nothing. Oh, are we... Oh, hang on, I know what's going on. This is triggering. This is not meant to be triggering unless we're in one of the valid states. So here, this is a valid state. And also this is a valid state. And this is also a valid state. Every other state, not valid. We don't switch the new state. Okay, this might have fixed many issues. Wait, we no longer. Okay. We have a few problems. Running. Falling. Okay, so okay. That just means I need to put back in. Oh no, we do have this here, right? We do send it to falling to idle. We're currently falling. This tries to trigger it to idle. Oh, but. But what? Falling to idle. It goes to land. Is that the land animation? And then it's getting stuck there? Oh. Is that the land animation? I mean... Possibly. Possibly. If we start one frame earlier on the land, how does that work? Well, we're jumping and falling. Yeah, okay. Okay, the land animation. This is the land animation. Okay. The landing animation. Yeah, this is starting one too early. So it is 44. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. Maybe I need another frame. If we go 4, what happens to the falling animation? Because maybe we do just need a land state. No, okay. 3. Okay. I think what we do need is a new animation thing. Oh, you can't even see shit. My god, I forgot I removed it. Like, do we add a land state? It doesn't. I think it just makes things more complicated. I think we just need a new animation. It's like play animation and then play this other animation after. Do we bake that in? Maybe we bake that in. Could be interesting. I don't know. I might be... Well, I need the toilet right now. I might make some tea. And go to the toilet. I'll make tea first though. Okay, I'll just leave this, like, leave them vibing while I go make some tea. Where's my BRB? Do I have a BRB anymore? Is it just gone? It might just be gone. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, here's my BRB. Okay, BRB. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, so we have some problems. That's right. Many problem. Many problem. Do we just add a landing state? Or is this like landing itself is not unique to idle random. I think we just need an animation chain. Now, how would that work? An animation chain? I guess what we do is we add animation. Oh, oops. And then here we go, animation chain. Then we go from land to idle, right? So when land finishes, we head to idle. And otherwise landing counts as being idle. Or like you can transition to all the things idle works. How exactly we represent that, I don't know. Animation's new. Here we go, pub, have an animation chain, not self, animation string to animation string, animations, I think we need to change the structure of this then, because here, well, would it be part of animation indices? Maybe it's part of animation indices. Maybe that makes the most sense. Where's animation indices? Here. So if we have chain 2, and then we have a string, save, animation indices, chain 2. Oh, this would be an option of string actually. Feeding the fimsh. Meat processing Discord. Also Halideni. Meat processing Discord. Is that one of... Oh yeah. The 3 commands in order. I do have a tea, it's still steeping. Yeah, if we have an option of string here. Option of string. This becomes none by default. Here, this is self dots. This get mut of from animation. This is if let some animation. Here we go, animation dot chain 2 equals sum of 2 animation. Well, yeah, we'll go chain 2 like this. Then here we'll just add a little function, chain 2, 2 animation string. It doesn't return anything actually. This is just a mutable self. Self dot chain 2 is equal to sum to animation save. This would be to owned. It is an option. Alright, this needs us to return self. Can I do just get mut? I can just do get mut, nice. Okay, and then all the way down here somewhere. Oh yeah, here. If Yeah. Let me think. Because we need it to be when it is done with its last frame. Oh, it'll be here. We if atlas.index is equal to idx.last, then so yeah, we go if let sum chain 2 is equal to idx.chain 2. So if they're equal to last, then we go I think it's commands.trigger play animation new, passing in the entity, so entity, and then the chain 2, just like this. And so this has entity save, means we have entity here, comma, not a colon, and we need commands, so commands like so. Play animation, not player animation. Play mismatch types. But this needs to be a reference, question mark. Yeah, okay, cannot move it out. Oh, actually, this becomes a reference, and then we don't need to reference it here anymore. Yeah, nice. Okay, I think this should work. I guess we'll see. How's the YouTube going? I keep forgetting about the YouTube. Yeah, where is even my YouTube browser? Where's my browser with Twitch on it? It's all gone. Is this it? Oh yeah, this is it. Oh no, I haven't checked for stream streaks. Oh, Sarah, thank you for the tropical fimsh. Nice. A very spiky day today. Very nice. Nice. Right. So if I jump, jumping. Maybe the bigger force was okay. Maybe it was already processing multiple impulses, and so the 140 was actually not that ridiculous. Where is that? Oh, here. Let's try 140. Super Smash Fimsh? Something like that. Thank you for watering me. My water is on my bed. Yeah, I set up this project in the hopes of using it for Fimsh.io, but because it uses both Matchbox and GGRS, we can't just like have people connecting and disconnecting like willy-nilly, and I'm like, and then that's how I ended up on the path of Fimsh.io for Godot, or like on Godot. My tea is done steeping. Let me but yeah, it's perfect for the Smash clone that I was building in Lua that I fucked up the networking. Well, the networking kind of works, but it's like really scuffed. So yeah. Super Smash Fimsh. Wow. It's like mushrooms. Mushrooms. Oh, water. Thank you. We actually drink it. There's a rapier add-on for though. We don't want real physics for fighting games. Or fimsh even. Like I say real physics, we would only need the collision things, but I already had GGRS set up here, which is what I wanted for the fighting game anyway, so it is what it is. It's also in the browser. This is a browser. Wow, you would have seen, yeah. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Okay, 140 is too much. Let's try 40. See how that goes. Okay, so currently we don't stop running. Why not? Where's our state machine? Running, jumping, falling, running to idle. Oh, we don't need this. Wait, that jump is still way too strong. Yo, what? Input components. Jump. Let's go back to 10 maybe. Maybe. I don't know, it was odd. We didn't. Well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's still compiling. No, it's still compiling. Yeah, my tea is alright. It's not the best. I think I let it steep for too long. On your. Okay, how's running? Running, it does not running. It does instantly idle it. Okay. Jumping is really small. Really? Does making it from 10 to 20 really make such a difference? How do I force idle? Wait, when else do we go idle? Because here, this should only trigger idle when we actually stop running, which is good. But we must trigger idle somewhere else. Or here. This is causing it, I believe. Yeah, let's do this. Save. And try again. So, this is still a big jump. We probably want less of a jump here. I should add the option to add custom timing to the animations, but it is what it is. Wait, yeah, we don't land currently. Okay. Maybe we do need a land state. Oh, wait. I'm idle. Wait. If we are falling, we can't run or jump. If we are falling, we can go to idle, but like wait, we didn't reset the falling. Wait, why not? Did I not save it over here? Or maybe it's this. Maybe I do need to add a little buffer here. Do we move further down? If the current translation is greater than the new translation, then we are falling. No, this is fine. We're just switching between running and idling. Running and idling. Which is probably triggered by this. Well, this doesn't happen if, well... Find gravity. When we stop running, we want it to idle. When we land, the problem here is nothing, maybe. No, when we go from falling to landing, maybe we do just need a landing state. So yeah, we're just falling further. Well, else idle? Wait. There's something here that makes sense, which is, well, actually this is not true either. Which is when we are on the ground, which would be true here, and we are currently running, we do go to idle. Well, we don't though. Yo, why is this boggling my mind? It should be easy. It should be simple. Because our case is just... when we're holding left, it should be... Oh, what if the problem is... Do we not need this? Do we not need that? We might not need this. But I tried this, because I was like, if I'm not pressing anything, it should set it to idle, unless we're like falling. I'm waiting for it to recompile, so we got the old stuff going right now. Wait, yeah, currently... Why do we not hear falling? Why are we still jumping? Did I get rid of falling by mistake? No, falling is here. When you press W. Trigger state falling. State machine. If we are jumping to falling, then we play the fall animation, which is normal actually. This is normal. Falling to idle. Yeah, okay, this, we need to just get rid of this. I wonder, would this be better? We make it slightly transparent. I mean, I guess so. Because yeah, we just make it fall. Jump to fall is falling. Okay, we're falling. We jump, falling. Okay, that does work. Okay, jump and falling. Okay, that's fine. And then from falling, idle. Falling to idle, we go land. But currently, yeah, it's this one. Falling to idle. This is landing. But oh wait. We go if player state. Do we have that? We don't have that here. If player states is grounded. But if it's not grounded, then we do this, I think. Because we already knew they were grounded, right? Well, yeah. I think this is what I was missing here. And player state. Player state. Thank you for joining the farm. Yeah, I forgot about the farm. But let's work on it some because it's very bare right now. Wait, now when we release, we don't stop running. That's okay. Wait, we don't even go into the idle. The idle. Well, idle's not being called. State machine RS. Yeah, we're not triggering idle. Oh wait, it's here. This is info landing into idle. Yeah, that's fine. Because then we're in idle now. Okay, that makes sense. That's why we run. But when we let go of running, we don't go into idle anymore. Even though we have, if we're not moving, it should be state idle. Landing into idle. Yeah. Let's do some farm stuff. We are lacking the farm. Okay, so we have 4 crops, and I mean we have 4 big sections and then 3 smaller sections and then a bunch of plots. And we don't have a lot of money. Okay, we have alright amount of money. 400. That should be enough. Wheat is nothing, so I wonder if we should have made all our plots of lands 3x3, because I think that's the biggest single. Yeah. Okay. Let's plant everything in 3x3s. Can I just hold it down? I can. What am I holding? I have no idea what we just planted. What was this? Give me that. That's a leek. Okay, now we go cabbage. Nice. And radish in a 3x3 area. And then wheat in a 3x3 area. I guess we go back to link in a 3x3 area. And then I guess we go wheat on this 2x2. Radish on this 2x2. Cabbage on that 2x2. We're back to link. We'll do link on the outside. Back to wheat. So wheat goes on the outside here. Radish will go along here. Cabbage will... We'll just alternate these plots, I guess. So cabbage, leek, wheat, this thing, cabbage again, leek again, wheat again, radish again, and now cabbage is the last one. There we go, we have a full farm of stuff growing. They do be doing the growing. Yeah, I wonder if we just like uplift everything and just use only 3x3. Only 3x3 crops. That could be intriguing. But I also think maybe on this one, I only, well, if I can get away with it, only use chat as a farm helper instead of the bots. Yeah, I can do that. Only chat can farm the farm. No bots this time. Yeah, this wheat grows fast. Like, we've already almost plucked all of the wheat we just planted. Because it already grew. Wait, some of them gonna decay. We have too many farm for the amount of workers. Oh no. Oh no. Do we just make landing a state? Because like landing is kinda a substate of idle. I really don't know. I mean, we could make it a substate. There's nothing wrong with that. It would make our state machine a bit more complicated. Because then here, this would be idle states. And here we'll just copy this. Paste. This is idle states. And it's either landing or it's idle. Right? Oh yeah, so this would be default. Yeah, the idle state usually is idle, but it can be landing even. And then here is if grounded, if it's idle anything. Can I do idle anything? No. See, that's stuff like this that makes it a little bit more annoying. Because we would need to add a function called like isIdle. And it'll just be like if idle states, if player state is idle underscore, then return true, otherwise false. I mean, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Because this is, we go pub FM is idle and self boolean. This is inside player state. So we go match self. Wow, is it match self? Idle anything, and this returns true. Otherwise it returns false. Idle. No, it is idle. So player state idle anything. Yeah, and then here is if self dot is idle or it is running, that is fine. Default attribute may only be used on unit enum variants, but the inner one has a default as well. Sad. Well, hang on. Can I do idle state default? No, it won't let me. No. Okay. So I guess we have to implement default manually now. Implement default for player state. Save. Implement missing members. This is player state idle. Wow, we can idle state just default here. That's fine. And then yeah, we have some other issues. So if we're not moving, then here this is idle state idle. Like it feels dumb. It feels dumb. But this one, it doesn't feel dumb because it'll be idle state landing. But then our state machine's now broken. Because then jumping to idle just doesn't happen, so it doesn't matter what that is. Falling to idle states landing, it does happen, and so we do the land event. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then what? This one is idle state idle, I guess. Because we already have the, well, idle state landing is not covered. Falling to idle. Because falling to idle will do nothing. That's not a thing. And so I guess do we have this do landing, or do we just have this do nothing? We might have this do nothing. Let me just put on the button. Because there's only one time we land, and that's when we actually land from falling. Oh man, this is gonna be complicated. I think we need to think about how this works more in depth. Why do we not return to idle? Link. I don't understand. I don't understand. So we are running. None of these are running. And so if we ever call idle, it should call idle, like, and we do. Let me just go print. No, not print. Info. Triggered new states. Can I do this without like doing the whole like string thing? No, I need to do the string thing. Do I need debug? I probably need debug. State machine. Yeah, here, debug. And debug. Save. Wait, let's see what's actually happening. So if we put down, if we press down, it does work. Pressing down gives us idle. But running, wait, does that mean, hang on. Does it mean this is never called? Because this one is, info, player isn't pressing any buttons, :3, save. Oh, it's here. Oh, wait a second. We don't continue here. I think that's the difference, because this handles the grounded state. Was that a problem all along? It's still compiling. We still have the bugged version. Oh, it works now. Okay, where am I jumping? Okay, now we're not hitting... Well, we are hitting landing. Okay, player isn't pressing any buttons is fine. Wait, why is this other player so like jumpy? Can I restart? I might be done for today. There's too much brain power in this.
Danny a Catboy cheered 100 bits.
Yo.
Cheered 100.
Thank you for feeding the fimsh. And the many fimsh to feed. Nice. Much appreciated. Wait, how's the farm going? Oh, things are growing. Yeah, let's go. Oh, no one's harvesting though. Uh-oh. All the vegetables are ready to be harvested, but they're not getting harvested. Yeah, this might be more difficult than I intended. But I think chat's gonna have to coordinate. Are you coordinate on the farm? There's a bunch of commands. Like the thing is, the exclamation mark word out, exclamation mark harvest. That might be the two. Because I think everyone's on watering duty right now. Because all the crops are watered and they're grown, but no one except for the default character is harvesting currently. And I think at the moment they're busy taking resources from the farm to the circle thing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, look, there you go. You took the leaf. Yeah, it's gonna take some learning for people to pick up on that, I think. Thank you very much. It's true. Now that top row is really like off the screen. I wonder if I didn't have to cut it off if the character and the name tag also pop off the screen a little bit. I imagine so. But yeah, I think maybe the default is watering. Is watering. Oh, Game Boy fimsh, what the? Loading? Yeah, like we could put a visual platform here and some proper collision, but I think I want to work out this state machine stuff properly. I wonder. If we go bevy state machine, maybe oopsie, where's caps? Maybe there's a library that does state machine stuff for us, and it'll have some like have some useful functions. Maybe picking state machine. Yo, what the? Yo, what is this? Picking is good, but what is the state machine? Oh, it's for really old. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Bevy simple state machine. A rudimentary animation state machine for Bevy. Yo, maybe? Maybe? Oh, it's basically what I've done. Interruptible. Yeah, that's a good... State machine transitions immediate. Idle run. State machine trigger from buzz run is bool true. Hash map from run state machine variable bool. So animation player, animation state machine new. Update variable run state machine variable type bool. Custom transition conditions. Transition from wildcard to state any state events emitted on transmission end. Internal state machine variables. Currently transitions end on the same frame they are triggered. This might be what I'm trying to make currently, just done better. PtreeNet plugin. Seldom states. Component-based state machine plugin for Bevy, useful for AI player state and entities that occupy various states. Moonshine behavior. Gearbox. Oh my, there's lots of different ones. I mean, I shouldn't be that surprised. Game mode session 1 split scoring teams respawning. Let's have a look at their examples. Enum idle fly sleep chirp. Filter next self is next idle to sleep, fly, chirp, fly to chirp. In this example, a bird may sleep, fly, or chirp when idle. Oh, I see. Bird may chirp while flying. Bird may not do anything while sleeping or chirping. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Transition sequence. Wait for bird chirp, then bird fly. May spawn a bird with a transition idle. Next is chirp. Bird starts idle state and then chirps. Bird starts in idle. Manage behavior of an entity may use behavior reference. Behavior current idle. Do something when a bird is idle. Chirp. Play chirp sound. Behavior to stop. Go back to the previous state. When transition is requested, it is not invoked immediately. It is invoked whenever a registered transition system is run. You may register your systems before or after transition team to perform any required logic. In most cases, only one transition is allowed per entity per cycle. This is by design to allow each state to get at least one active frame. Oh man, complicated. Very complicated. It's also very transparent. Let's have a look at their examples. Examples. Well, does their read being have... this seems complicated. Make state 7, my state 6 trigger data. Seldom state is component-based state machine plugin, blah blah blah. State is a component attached to an entity that defines behavior such as jumping or stunned. A trigger is a system that checks information about entities such in the world, such as near position or health below threshold. Transition links two states, one transition from and one to. Transition from initial state to either trigger 1 or trigger 2. Any state to trigger 3 or 4. Oh man, it's complicated. Comparison with Big Brain. It's not even updated. My god. My god. Input map with access action move. This is using Leafwing. Yeah, I think my brain is dead. We'll finish checking this out. This one display seems the easiest. What is this? Transition bird. You may define your systems before or after transition system. Spawn bird idle. Spawn bird. Next is chirp. Wait for chirp, then fly. Signal start, resume, activate, stop. Green, yellow. Yeah, these are way too complicated. I mean, what I have currently is kind of complicated too. What is this? ECS-driven state transit, ergonomic API, allow focusing your logic, not learning new library, data-driven, visual editor, optional, easily build and edit and monitor your state machines. What the? Oh, that's cool. That is cool. It's not updated though. It's not updated though. What is this? Simple state machine. Alright, this is the interruptible one. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Repo. State transition immediate. It's very much out of date. Very, very much out of date. My. Okay, I cannot be bothered. Simple state machine. Oh, this is what we're just looking at. Okay, I think we're done. We made progress. We just have some quacks. Well, I say quacks, but it's kind of just like working now, right? Did I fix it? Because we run and then we stop running, that's fine. When we jump, it does the jump. I mean, we might not land long enough. I guess it is what it is. Very nice. Yeah, we're done. I'm done. I keep saying we're done, but only I'm done. Hopefully there's someone nice to raid. No, I'm you. We're just you're done. Okay, thank you everyone for coming, and thank you on the YouTube anyone watching. Meow Rust winnings. Hello, thank you for the box cat. Oh, and Danny's there too. Nice. YouTube represent. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get there. And no worries. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll be live tomorrow. There might be a game tomorrow. We'll see. I always played a game today. I guess, yeah. We might go back to Snake. We might do this. We'll see how I feel. Okay, bye-bye.